Hermanos de Telehit, nos encontramos en un momento de lujo, una banda que tiene gran cantidad de seguidores, está de nueva cuenta en la República Mexicana. Es un verdadero placer poder platicar con 30 Seconds to Mars. First of all, Jared, Tomo, Shannon, it's an honor to talk with you. Thank you very much for your time.
Friend. Good to see you. Nice to be here again.
You know,
Nice
the honor is ours, sir.
No, nice to see you again. Now, talking about this album, after all this time touring with the singles, what could it be the most important lesson that this album has given to you?
It's given us a lot of lessons, a lot of things to think about, for sure. I think probably a basic lesson is that hard work pays off, and to believe in yourself no matter what, and to keep fighting for what you believe in.
Yeah, and I think that it's great for you that every time you release an album, the band is getting bigger and bigger and bigger around the world. How do you feel about it?
I mean, we feel really grateful. We often will talk about the fact that we have these opportunities to travel around the globe and play these huge shows. It's a gift, you know? We don't take it for granted ever, that's for sure.
Cool. Now, Shannon, we know that you're going to be on Lollapalooza in Chile, that it's a great festival, and a lot of people from that country need that kind of joy. How do you feel to be
I can't wait to share the experience with everybody. We actually did a couple of Lollapaloozas in the States, and we're excited to go share that with Chile.
Cool.
I can't wait to go to Chile. One of my good friends is from there. So
awesome.
We'll see you.
Now, talking about the single Hurricane, can you tell us a little bit the story behind that song?
Well, the story is very short. It's about sex. So, you know, and you guys have been brave down here to play the video, which we really appreciate, because a lot of other places, a lot of other countries have been very concerned with some of the content, and it's gotten banned in a lot of places. So, you know, we had to censor some things, but it was a pretty epic adventure. It was a really all-encompassing, consuming project.
Cool. Now, talking about these two different videos, the one that is banned and the one that is not, what do you think that the people that just watch the banned video are losing for not watching the whole video?
I mean, I don't know if I can speak for Joe, but I think they're just losing.
Probably not.
They're losing the full creative vision, you know? There was a point there, and he had a goal, and by cutting out anything from it, you're losing the entire story, you know?
agree.
Awesome. Now, of course, we're a music channel, so we want to talk about different videos that you have a great videos in your career. I want to ask you one to each one of you and tell us what is the biggest thing that you remember about doing that video. We can start with you, Shannon, from yesterday.
From yesterday, I remember all the people lined up with the flags in front of the temple, and the way they all moved. And Jared was standing here, and then, you know, the shot was Jared standing here, and then all the people behind him, and he turns around, they all move at the same time. That was pretty epic.
Awesome. Now, Tomo, Kings and Queens?
Kings and Queens. That, for me, this is definitely the most fun video that we have shot, because the streets were closed in Los Angeles, all over the city, riding our bikes around with a bunch of crazy people. It was pretty unforgettable. And plus, it kind of introduced us to a world that maybe we wouldn't have really discovered on our own. So.
Cool. Now, Jared, one of my favorite videos of all time, The Kill.
He's wild. The Kill.
Mm-hmm.
Blast from the past, my friend. You know, it's coming up on 5-year anniversary soon.
Yeah,
for that in
that's
March.
right.
Just one guy.
It's 5 years. Yeah, 5 years ago. Incredible that it's been that long. That was really special because it was the first video that I directed. And, you know, it was a lot of, it was a leap of faith for all of us, and really helped to define who we are and changed our lives. It was the first time that we had a piece of material, a piece of content, you know, for lack of a better word, that really said something about us, you know, and that was a great gift.
And open like this kind of Pandora's box that show all the content that you have to all of your fans.
It really did. It was an experience of a lifetime.
Now, we were, the social network, so I ask I tell that I'm gonna interview you, and a lot of fans start sending me questions. I choose two. The first one.
Here we go.
Do you know which one is gonna be the next video?
Well, we're still recovering from hurricane. That was quite a big thing, and it was just finished right before Christmas.
Yep.
So really, it's been about a month and a half, maybe, since I was working on that, and I'm still working on it because I was trying to make a shorter version.
Seems so long ago.
I've just been working on it the past few days. I'm still working on Closer to the Edge. I just did a Japanese version.
Awesome.
I should do a Spanish version in Spanish.
That's another thing that a lot of people want to know. If like you say, you did different versions in the past, do you have plans to do something like Spanish version or use some place from Mexico to create a new video?
I mean, I certainly would, and some of the stuff that we're shooting around here in Mexico on this trip will end up on the feature-length film that we're going to make, which is going to be very similar to Closer to the Edge. It'll feature a series of interviews. I'm going to try to do some interviews tonight with some fans from outside in the line, and so.
Cool. It's great that you always take care of your fans.
Well, it's my pleasure, for sure.
Cool. Now, I was listening the other day to the cover that you did of Lady Gaga, Bad Romance. Tell us a little bit, why did you decide to choose that specific song?
I mean, I remember when Jared presented, because we had done a live lounge before in London a few years ago. We did Kanye West Stronger, and they asked us to do it again. I remember Jared was saying, that there's these few songs that we could choose from, and I think he was originally thinking about doing Bad Romance, and we all just kind of were interested in the challenge, and we liked the song, and it was really fun to reinvent it and turn it into something that would be more like what we would do with it.
Cool, awesome. And now you were talking about Kanye West. How was the feeling of collaborate with this great artist?
Well, he's a nice guy, very talented. The song was already done before Kanye was involved, and I think that Jared just really wanted to explore the idea of having a guest come in and do a different version. It turned out really cool.
Cool. Now, obviously, Jared is always involved also in the movie industry, but as a band, did you like someday to write a score for a movie?
Absolutely not.
It's really hard, or?
No, it's just a thankless job. I mean, you sit around and slave for hours and hours to make someone else's film come to life.
It's an interesting question. I was at NAMM a few years ago, and I was talking to a guy who does film scoring, and I was like, man, it must be cool, like you just get to write music for movies, and he was like, no, what you do is what we all wish we could do. And I didn't think about it. I was like, oh yeah, I guess you don't really get to perform your music for people.
Yeah.
Maybe writing a song for a movie or for a film inspired a song would be cool.
Awesome. Shannon?
I was just going to say that. Thanks, Jared.
They're brothers. I mean.
Okay, now, and I know that you don't talk that much about it when you're with the band, but in this true, a lot of your fans want to know if you have plans to do a movie in 2011.
I have no plans to ever make another film again.
That's mean that the band is doing awesome.
It really does.
Okay, well, thank you very much. It's an honor, like always, to talk with you, and congratulations.
Thank you.
I always say your career is doing great, bro. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care.
No, give me a pound.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Your manager of the other band would always do that.
Oh, God.
Okay. Anything you want to say to all your fans?
I want to say, Te amo.
Okay.
We love you guys.
All right.
Love you.
We're so happy and proud to be here in Mexico, and we will return very soon.
Oh yeah, great news. Ya lo
Bye.
vieron, hermanos. 30 Seconds to Mars. Ya nos despedimos. Esto fue Soundcheck, el que les decía leve. Chao.